Okay, now we're ready to do our wrapped corner with a mitered snap pocket and top rail. In this application, you kind of got to work backwards. You're going to put your posts in and kind of get a level leveled up, but you're going to have to string your cable and get your cable wrap insert into the corner of your post before you put your snap pocket and top rail on. You can't do it afterwards, and you can't get the cable around the corner once the insert's in there. The cable has to be in, and the insert goes in afterwards. We're doing this section after our stairs because we needed to fab our stair newel post, and we needed to lay that flat in order to drill all of our 22 holes down the face of it. So we're going to do the same thing we did in the first cable wrap corner. I've got all my cables laid out behind me. I'm going to go ahead and insert our threaded terminal in. Start our female threaded terminal in, and then we're just going to slip our grommets on as we go. Again, we're just going to do them face to face. Around the corner. And we're just going to repeat that for all 11 cables. So we're going to go ahead and put our cable wrap insert into our post before we do our snap pocket and top rail, and then go ahead and tighten up our cables. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time, just kind of push the cables back into the post to where they lock, slip this in, and then we'll lock the cables around it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and insert our insert. Make sure all of your cables are around it. Okay, so we have our snap pocket cut and in place, got a couple of screws in it. Went ahead and drilled the rest of our holes, locked our corner together with a pair of vice grips on either side. And I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the screws in, put our corner straps on, we'll put some top rail on, and then we'll tighten our cables. We've got our snap pocket and top rail all installed and our end cap on, so now we can go ahead and tension our cables up. We're going to cut our cables to length. We're going to insert our cables into our quick locks, and then we're going to tension our cables. So we're pulling our cables back out just like before. We're taking them to the edge of the post, and then anywhere from the edge of the post back, you can go back 1/8 of an inch. We're going to go ahead and cut that to length. Make sure our end is raveled up real tight, no loose strands. Insert it through the post. Once we can see the end, we're going to gently twist on our quick locks. And we're going to do that for all 11 cables. So now we're just going to take our grommets and move them to either end. And they are a little tight on the threaded terminal end. They're a little tough to get in. The post side isn't too bad. All right, so we've inserted all of our grommets and our cable that we ran, so now we're going to go ahead and tighten it. Again, I'm just going to wrap the jaws of my vice grips and use a 4.5 metric Allen wrench. For now, we just want to get them all fairly consistent. All right, so we've strung our cable, we've tightened it, and we've installed our top rail and snap pocket, so we're ready to move on to our next section.